In the summer of 2018, my wife and I went on our anniversary trip and we brought our kids along with us. Here you can see my oldest son and my first daughter standing in a field admiring some cows as we're on our way up to Crater Lake. We made a stop along the way and looked at some spires coming up out of the ground caused by the flow that created the lake, and almost ran into some deer that were in the middle of the road. Here you can see beautiful Crater Lake. Here's a nice little panorama view of the whole lake. We got the opportunity actually to tour Cook Woods while we were there, and they said I could go out and watch their sawmill in action. So they fitted me up with a nice hard hat and a safety vest, and away we went. Hey, 2024 Suits Crafting here. I just wanted to jump in and apologize to all the great people over at Cook Woods. Chris, Catherine, and Ashley were absolutely wonderful. You'll see Chris and Catherine here in just a little bit, but Ashley, you were great, very friendly, very helpful. Her and I emailed back and forth. She's the one that set this whole thing up. It was really great talking with you, and then really great working with Chris and Catherine out there on site and being able to tour the facility. So it was really a neat experience to be able to do, and I'm really sorry that this got out so late. This was a number of years ago. This is 2024, and this was my anniversary of 2018. After we got back, I immediately started editing up the video, and then the phone that I was editing that on went down. It crashed. Luckily, all the video and photos were all backed up on a drive that I just recently found. Also, an apology, I was really early on in my YouTubing and had a camera that the zoom, I didn't know, made noise, and also the wind on it didn't have any way of reducing wind noise. Cook Woods is a great place. I'm not sponsored by them, but they have excellent products, lots of variety, and really good wood. So if you're into wood crafting or you're into wood turning at all, whatever your fancy is, go by Cook Woods and support them. They are excellent people, really lovely to work with, and they have a lot of great product. Enough of my face on here. Let's just get off to my nasally voice on the voiceover. Okay, we're out here at Cook Woods, and what was your name again?
I'm Catherine. I'm one of the owners at Cook Woods. I'm excited to have people come by our business. We have a fantastic showroom. A lot of you have probably seen our online presence at cookwoods.com, where we offer great weekly deals and lots of different exotic woods, from anything from lumber to turning to slabs. And we've got species from Africa, we've got species from Oregon, the whole gamut. And what a lot of people don't know is that you can actually stop by and see us right here in Klamath Falls. We've got a great showroom. We've got a wonderful sawmill where you can take tours. And, you know, we love to see customers. Often we are dealing with people online, but we love to have people stop and see us. We've got Crater Lake. We've got beautiful mountains and rivers and lakes around here for people to see. And so we would love to see you guys if you're stopping near our area.
Hi, I'm Chris from Cook Woods. Today we've got some really nice logs that are over here. They might not look like much. They're upcycled, they're recycled trees, typically destined for firewood, other things like that. And we can take them and cut them into some beautiful lumber. Up above me here, we've got half of a redwood log right here. So it was 7'4" in diameter, and we cut it so that it's about 6 feet this way. It's 6'4" that way. The 966 front end loader at the person's house was not big enough to pick it up, so we had to have a logger split the log down the middle, and then they were able to get it on the log truck.
And they just did that manually with a chainsaw, right?
They did it with chainsaw. Yep. Nice. And wasn't any big deal for us at this end because we can pick up 57,000 pounds with our loader here. And this is a Sitka. It's about 5.5 feet in diameter. It was rejected because it has some soft spots right in here. But we can cut tabletop slabs on this side of it here, and then we can cut some on this side up here. So we're able to use probably 50 to 60% of the log, and that's really good use. The rest of that will probably get cut up into firewood, which is pretty normal for something like that. But you know, 50, 60, 70% yield out of some of these, we're really happy with that.
Just walking me through the yard here, and he's just showed me this maple burl. What would you say it is? 6 feet side to side, 5 feet side to side?
That's about 5.5, 6 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of weight. It's scaled in at 3,800 pounds. And it's got some really nice burl, nice swirly grain in it. Kind of looks like little waterfalls, water going down with little eddies. Really pretty stuff. We're still in the process of cutting the roots off of that one. We'll pressure wash it, and then we'll put it up in the big mill up there and slice. This is all in metric, so we'll cut 80 millimeter slices or 55 millimeter slices, and that translates into either 3-inch or 2-inch thicknesses.
Hey, Duke Crafting. So we're here on scene at Cookwoods. Behind me here, you've got the world's largest Meisner saw. It's a giant bandsaw, and right now it's cutting a piece of maple burl, quite a few feet wide that you see there. And it's got just a big bandsaw. It's got removable guides that come in from side to side here on the piece. And as he goes through, he brings those in when he needs them, takes them out when he needs to, in order to fit all the abnormal sizes that are on there. So just check that out and how that operates. So this Meisner saw picks out so much sawdust and it has to be cleaned so often that they set up a gravity-fed sawdust collection system on a conveyor belt that collects all the sawdust you see coming out of there. It piles it up, where it comes down here into this upshoot, where it collects at the top and comes down and drops into this bin here.
on the outside.
Yeah.
And you know that's going to just shine through right here as soon as we put some water on it.
Awesome.
And water doesn't hurt the wood. It's natural. What hurts wood is when it dries out too quickly.
Yeah, you get all the cracks and checkering and things.
You can get cracks and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you were just telling me this is the wood that we just cut over on the visor saw. So he's got some of the thinner pieces here. He says he cuts into pen blanks and stuff, and then all the thicker pieces that are here in the back. That's why he was cutting various lengths. The thicker pieces are going to be bowl blanks and different turning blanks and things. So he's going to bring some water over here and get these cleaned up and show you what this looks like.
All right, I'll kind of start over here and then work this way, I think.
Okay.
Maybe. And it looks kind of cool. Got really good figure, mixture of fiddleback, and it has a little bit of quilting in here, which is really pretty. And the majority of myrtle trees do not have this kind of color. I would say that they're pretty much going to have a silvery gray color. Looks really cold. And you can see that edge over here on this guy out here. This is pretty typical for myrtle wood. It's really unusual to get these dark colors and the patterns and just all the figure that's mixed in here. But typically the logs that have rot in them have the best color. So we can't produce pieces that are super huge because of the rot, but you get super pieces of myrtle with all that fiddleback. Flats on face on the can. This is the flats on face, so the figure looks a lot different from left to right there.
Beautiful.